piece of manifesting our homestead vision that we are working on today is our aquaponics system. We will be taking one IBC tote and cutting it into a chop flip aquaponics design. So we'll be creating a fish tank on the bottom and a grow bed on the top.
Tommy, tell us why you're excited.
So, are you interviewing me? Like, make sure I'm zoom in. Okay, so, yeah, I'm excited because Zach, my neighbor, he's also gonna help me learn how to drive a tractor today, and he's also gonna help me set up my fishing rod. So I'm overjoyed. Now back to you, Ron.
The side he's looking at, here's the line. 600, this is 700.
Mom, I can go skate on the sidewalk now.
600, yeah, right here.
Mom, I can go skate on the sidewalk.
And then you cut these two.
Why wouldn't you just cut it here and only make one cut?
Well, look at it, his end product. That's what he cuts at. I don't know.
Welcome to the scary old basement. This is the new section of our basement, or the entrance to it anyway. You can come in from outside, down these steps, and then if you turn that corner, you go into the new basement. Or you can come in here to the old basement. We've got some water problems right now because we have no gutters on the house. And after the construction, before snow started to fall, we never got the landscaping right next to the house. So we have a 2-foot gully around most of our house. So water just collects in that and comes on in. This summer we'll be working on gutters and correcting that landscaping. And then this basement had what was called a French drain in it. Put in sometime in 1902 when the basement was built. And that French drain clogged up, I don't know, probably 50 or 60 years ago. So we will be digging a sump pit in here and putting in a sump pump separate from the sump pump that's in the new basement to help manage our water. Right now, most of the basement slopes. This is all concrete, and then once we enter the root cellar, it's a dirt floor. So it's a real mess in there when it is wet. The aquaponics system is going to be set up in the old basement. So one of our early steps will be to work on that sump pit and water management. We've got a lot of work to do. One of our early steps is going to be laying down sidewalks in the old basement. So I have picked up some used dock sections that somebody was throwing out, and those will be functioning as some of our sidewalks in there so we don't have to walk through the mud. We have light. It may have been less scary without the light. This is a lot. Okay. For the chop flip design, you take an IBC tote like this, 275 gallons, and take the tank out, and then the first step is to remove the cage from the bottom piece, because that cage is eventually going to be flipped upside down and put back onto that bottom pallet or plate.
Are you getting ready for a graduation vlog?
Yeah, definitely. So eventually this will be the access piece where you go in to deal with your fish. So you want it large enough for a net to be able to go through, and so that you can get anything else larger in there should you need to. So we'll be removing this bar and this bar and this piece of the top frame and this piece of the top frame.
So you do want me to cut this?
Yep.
Yeah.
So if you'll remember, as he was originally cutting it, this is now flipped upside down. These down here used to be the top. Now we'll let this be the top. And then this frame is going to sit on top of here. Something like this. So grow bed up on top, fish and water down underneath, and enough room that we can get in there and access whatever we need to.
But that's
So
fine.
this outside cage is now sitting back on top of its pallet. Again, this cage piece is upside down. It does not have a solid bar across the bottom. Most people do not even screw this into place. They just put their plastic tote back inside of it once they've cut it to size, and then stack on the grow bed frame and the grow bed plastic IBC tote piece. So we'll be cutting that next. So now we are measuring the top grow bed. We want it to be fairly even with the grow bed frame that we've already cut. Does not have to be perfect. I noticed that we are missing that cover. We're going to need that. So that is it, the basic design, the basic setup.
Dad, I found out.
We have one more tank that we're going to convert over, this IBC tote here. I'm off to work and I'm going to leave Scott to finish it up.
Am I safe?
Today we got both of the aquaponics totes all ready to go. Tommy spent the day learning how to drive the tractor with the neighbor. So thankful that we have a community like this that's willing to share their skills and their tractors. He's taking a tractor safety course right now, or at least he was until the COVID-19 stuff started and the classes were canceled. But hopefully we'll pick those back up once we return to normal and get him his tractor safety certification. It's pretty cool. Alice Chalmers. You know. If my cat would move out of the way, I could show you my garlic. Garlic? Yeah. Excuse me. Garlic? Seriously. I cannot do anything with you. Garlic is coming up. Look quick before my cat comes back. So that's a good sign. We'll still keep them covered with the straw for a little while. But they're looking wonderful. Oh my goodness. You would think you don't get any attention. Our neighbor Zach has been such a mentor to Tommy. I am going to take a minute and get that cold frame planted. We are going to be planting 3 different kinds of lettuce in there. Okay, can you please sit right here and hold the cat?
I'll just put it in.
No.
Just gave it to her.
Got many just
That tractor's so cool. The newer compact tractor I drove, way harder. Like, way harder. Do you think it'd be easier? But it's not.
Now get this done with you.
I can't tell if Zach is telling me.
No, what's wrong with you? This is not recommended. You are not helpful.
Hydraulic hoses on the tractor. And you were saying with the newer tractors, like the one I drove last time, you'd have to bring it into a place and they'll do it.
Oh, see, that's sometimes why you want. You can tell on that tractor everything is open.
Wouldn't that be cool to have one? I don't know when he wants to do that. Got tackled. I can't believe it.
The what? Okay. I'm gonna make Tommy hold this cat for a minute.
I swear, yeah, I saved the sheep last night. Will you make me a grilled chicken? When you go, will you make it?
Unboxing. Hang on, make sure they're ours. I read it. Yep. Yay! What is it? Hey! Got one bad calf. My Jersey calf. Busted out. He's licking the swing. You want me to come push you on the swing? Hmm? Today we got the aquaponics tanks cut and ready to go. We got the garden cultivated, ready to plant, and we planted lettuce in the cold frame. We are supposed to get rain for the next 3 days, so I'm hoping that does not make my basement water problem any worse. Next on the list is to purchase a sump tank and a sump pump and some drain tile and see what we can do to correct the water problem in our basement where the aquaponics are going to go. Have a blessed day.